Hello everyone and welcome to my What If series. This is my What If Deku Had a Time Quirk Part 4. Yes, this is me. Hi, I am Kibo. And yeah, I decided to go one step further and improve my videos with my ugly face. But yeah, I hope that this will improve my quality of video, of storytelling, and who knows. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get to the video. Hit it!
Baby, show me.
Okay, so last episode we ended with Deku winning against Bakugo in the UA Sports Festival, leaving both Deku and Bakugo with a lot of internships. After that, All Might went to Deku and asked Deku to meet his old mentor, Gran Torino, telling Deku that he would provide him with a lot of advice on how to use One for All. And so, after a few days, Deku went to meet Gran Torino, finding him laying on the floor. Deku rushed to his aid, but then the old mentor got up, scaring the living hell out of Deku. Gran Torino asked him who he was and what was he doing there. And then Deku explained that he was there because All Might had suggested him to go to his old mentor, Gran Torino. With this, Gran Torino wanted to test Deku out, jumping at him with all he had. Deku tried to slow time, even stopping time to try and dodge the old man, but nothing was working. "Why isn't anything working against this man? Even stopping time isn't working against him," said Deku. Gran Torino got a hold on what Deku was saying. He then told Deku that because he was only relying on his freezing time and slowing time, he didn't have much time to react. So that was a perfect chance for him to just kick him. Who knows? Deku himself was slower than any of the objects, making Deku simply useless. He then told Deku to mix in the power of One for All with his own. That would make him a lot faster and a lot stronger. Also, a little bit more perceptive of his own surroundings. Then, Gran Torino started to attack again. Deku then thought about what Gran Torino was saying, and how could he just mix up the two quirks. But then, Deku just thought, mixing his own quirk in a way that doesn't take time from him will help him out, because if you remember from last episodes, Deku had a problem with time itself. Each time he rewind the time, he would take a little bit of his living or his life force back. So, for example, each time he would, let's say, go back in time 1 minute, he would lose 1 hour of his own life. And each second, he would lose 1 minute. And because he was only using half a second to restore his own body, that would make him lose 30 seconds of his life. This way, Deku could use his own power without making him lose time. Because, as you know in the series, there's Full Cowl. With Full Cowl, he can enhance his own movements, his own strength, his own perceptive. And he didn't lose time back then. All he did was control it. And so, I believe that Deku this time, with all the extra training he had done even while freezing time, instead of the 5% we all know, I believe he would be able to use around 6%. I know it's not much, but it does make the difference. We all know in the anime, when Deku fought Bakugo, that jump from 5% to 8% made him a lot faster and stronger too. But yeah, let's get back. And simply on his way, Gran Torino just kicked him in the head and Deku just fell down unconscious. After some time, Deku woke up and next to him was Gran Torino. He was now happier than before, seeing that Deku adapted quickly to his new ideas. Still, Gran Torino didn't have much to teach Deku, so all they did was train in order to Deku to make more use of his new form and maintain it a little bit more. This full cowl, a new ability that Deku just got. And of course, the old mentor's job was also to teach Deku on patrolling and showing him the job of a hero. One day, both Deku and Gran Torino were on their way to Shinjuku on the train, when suddenly a Nomu attacked. Gran Torino then told Deku just stay still, but Deku, he didn't have that. He grabbed Gran Torino and froze time itself. This gave him enough time so that both Gran Torino and Deku could get the citizens out of there and just pretty much kick the Nomu out of there. When both of them came out of the train, Gran Torino told Deku to take care of the refugees. And while he was away, he was going to take care of the Nomus, which could take a little bit more than expected. This made Deku just want to roam around. He was trying to save everyone he could, like a hero he is. He tried to go around and, I don't know, maybe fight some Nomus. Still, he didn't have that. What he did, and he did find, was Ida's voice, coming from an alley. This just didn't seem right. So Deku just tried to follow the voice. But right before he got to the alley, and his own phone, he sent his location to Todoroki. Without the message, without anything, just the location. And then he jumped in at the moment he saw Ida on the floor, with a man about to stab him. Deku just snapped. He didn't go like our Deku went. He simply froze time, and with his 6%, he just went and kicked the heck out of Stain. Yes, right now we are in the Hero Killer Stain arc. As you all know, this is going accordingly with the anime, but there's a slight difference. As soon as Deku kicked Stain out of his way, basically he tried to help Lida. Yeah, I know it's Ida, not Lida, but my brain sometimes freezes.
All around me are familiar faces.
Yeah, just like time. But let's continue. So basically, what happened in there? It was pretty much simple. Ida wanted revenge. He wanted to revenge his old brother. He's still alive, but he couldn't move. And so Ida wanted to get acknowledged by his brother and to have his name as Ignium. Ignium? Ignium? Yeah, I can't remember the name of his brother's hero name, but let's continue. Seeing this made Deku realize something. The one who suffers the most are the ones who seem happier. And without thinking, he just told Ida, "This might be your fight, but I'm here too, and we'll arrest this criminal together." Yeah, pretty big words for a student? Yeah, we could say that. Fighting a hero killer? Or a man who has been slaying heroes for fun. Because that wasn't his job, it was for fun. Let's continue. Hearing this made Ida cry. He was trying to fight alone while his friends had his back. And so he tried to get up. Somehow he was paralyzed. That's when Stain got up, turned around, and with an overwhelming bloodthirst froze Deku as well. The fear that Deku felt was out of this world. He couldn't move. He couldn't do anything. But that's when from behind Deku, a flamethrower was shot up in the direction of Stain himself. This also made Deku unfreeze, because, yeah, Stain was now out of order, and the bloodthirst had vanished. With this finally free, Deku grabbed Ida and turned around in the direction of Todoroki. From behind him, the hero killer was now even more annoyed than ever. jumping straight at Deku with a knife, trying to impale him. But as soon as he was about to hit Deku, Deku could finally let's say grab. He finally got a hold of Todoroki and froze time right there. Freezing time, both Ida and Todoroki were fine, and the same for Deku, because if it wasn't for Deku freezing time, by this much, he was about to get stabbed. After this, all they did was pretty much simple. They just got a rope, tied up the hero killer, and then Deku just asked Todoroki to freeze his arms, because this way, even if he had knives, he wouldn't be able to escape the ropes. Then they just simply got to the other hero, who was there. The other hero was injured because of Stain as well, but he was amazed that the hero killer was detained, but not because of adults, not because of heroes, but students. How could students do what simply no one could? Because they were trying to get Stain for a long time right now, and they just simply couldn't. As soon as our heroes got out from that valley, a flying Nomu just came by and grabbed Deku from the back. Deku couldn't freeze time because the Nomu was touching him. Even if he froze time, he wouldn't be able to escape. Then, out of nowhere, the hero killer just got out from his bindings, jumping and killing the flying Nomu on the spot. When Deku got to the ground, he looked back to the hero killer and told him, "Don't you dare try to escape. You know I can catch you." But this was no different for the Stain. All he did was turn around, look at the other heroes, and tell Deku, "Yeah, I know I have no way to escape, thanks to you." And this pretty much finished the Stain arc. Then the other heroes just came by to try and help them, but they were too late. They had already finished the job. And the next day, Todoroki and Deku just went to visit Ida on the hospital, because this time, unlike the anime, only Ida was injured. Deku froze time so he didn't get stabbed or cut, and even Todoroki, he didn't get a knife on his hands. But yeah, then out of nowhere, two cops just entered the room with a cop dog. And what I mean by cop dog, or a dog cop, I have no idea how to pronounce this, but a man with the face of a dog. He went in and told the young heroes, "I am very grateful for what you have done, but we have a little problem. If this goes out to the public, you three will not be able to become heroes ever again. You didn't have a license, so even if you captured this villain, you can't take the prize from him. So I can give you a chance. If you just give up on being the ones that caught Stain, I'll let you free and you can study again. And try to get your license, please." And yeah, basically so they did. Both Deku, Todoroki and Ida just gave up on Stain. But they were able to live another day. Some days passed after the discharge of Ida. They were at the class, along with their friends, and they had a small problem. The final exams were around the clock. And with all these internship problems and villains, they didn't have time to study. This made everyone scared. But then Kaminari just remembered, "Oh, we have Momo, so we'll just ask her to help us study, right?" Wrong. Even if Momo helped them, they wouldn't have enough time, at least to study properly. And that's when most of the class just shot his eyes into Deku. Deku felt like a bone in a dog pit. So yeah, this ended up with Deku freezing time and making him study along with Momo and his class. So basically they tried to study for 2 days straight in hours. Let's not forget that a day is 24 hours. And the only time that Deku could rest was when everyone went to sleep and then got back up. In the meantime, while they had 2 days to study, this was 2 days with frozen time, meaning that only one day had passed. This way, Deku could learn and be smarter, as well as gain a lot of stamina, because he had to maintain time stopped for a long time. Thank God this doesn't take time from his life, because he would be dead by now. So, let's keep going. The day of the exam just came by, and everyone passed, even if it was only by a little. Because, yeah, we know Kaminari and Grape Juice, I can't remember his name, but we all know that they simply suck at studying. But they did pass, even if it was by a little. Then, the director just came to the class and told them to get dressed up with their hero costumes and to follow him. Everyone was curious. So, is the exam not over? When everyone was out, following Nezu, the principal, Deku was curious and asked Nezu, "Hey, principal, shouldn't the exams be over? Why are we in our hero suits?" And then the principal just turned around and told them, "Yeah, you guys will have to fight your teachers." This scared the living hell out of everyone. Except Bakugo, because yeah, we all know he's a douche. And basically, when they got to the site where they were going to fight, they saw their own faces with their names and some lines telling that the groups who the groups were going to fight. And when Deku saw his name, he saw that he was paired with Bakugo. But the biggest problem was not Bakugo. They had to fight All Might himself. But well, guys, I really hope you all liked this episode. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to hit that bell icon, because hitting this bell icon will make you know whenever I upload. And I know it is not that often, but let's hope I am able to make this better and faster. But yeah, that's pretty much it. My name is Kibo, and goodbye.